Hello, hello, beautiful, intuitive parents. So good to be here. So today I want to talk about your intuition, which is what we're all about here at IPIK, about talking about parenting through energy, vibration, and resonance, and how you can really bring your superpower into everyday life. And so often when I'm working with families, I hear this repetitive theme about, I really want to tap into more of my truth so that I can support my kids and my family to really be living this life of, seeing everything from a much higher perspective. And so what is really interesting to me is that there are little pockets of our intuition where we find it easier sometimes to lean into than others. And one of the key areas that I see us really, hey, Sarah, I really see you or families like missing out on is this self-care, like how we look after ourselves. So if you're jumping on live, say hi. I can see some of the comments popping up, but probably not all of them. We want to do these things for our kids because we want them to have a better future. We want to have this life where there's more loving connection. And yet one of the places we fall down as parents is looking after ourselves. And it can be so hard to actually lean into that sometimes. We get these little nudges, of our intuition saying, slow down, you're doing too much. It might be, a sore throat or a headache, or it might be, getting a sore shoulder or a tight neck, or, just even in your body feeling like, oh my God, this is just, I'm so stressed, I'm so overworked. And these are all bits of your intuition just saying, it's okay to stop. Hey, Heidi. From Oregon. Thanks for joining us. So I just when I'm talking about intuitive parenting, I want you to look at the whole, look at all of it, not just the bits that are comfortable, not just the bits that are about your kids. We project so much onto what we want to create for our children, for our family, and we so often forget about just our own health, our own well-being, and those little intuitive nudges that come in that say, hang on a minute, just stop. What tends to happen is this flooding of guilt as a parent that I can't stop. I have to provide all these things for my children. I have to keep the house running. I have to have a job so I can financially support everybody. There's so many conditioned tendencies and programs that tell us that our self-care is not a priority. And I just want to pause for a moment and think about that. Really think about what you are teaching your children in that moment, because this is what we do at Intuitive Parents, Intuitive Kids, is we go, not just here's the theory, this will be good, but what are you actually teaching? Because we can do all the mindfulness in the world. We can sit and meditate with our kids. But if our real everyday life is still running around like a blue-ass fly, trying to do all the things, and we are not looking after ourselves, what we're actually teaching our kids is that we're not valuable, is that we're not worthy. And that actually hits me right in the heart, holy shit, that is what I'm teaching my kids. I'm teaching them to be really expansive and have all these beautiful experiences with energy, and we do all these lovely things together, but the bottom line is that they are observing me day in, day out. They are watching me. They're watching what I'm doing. And if my way of being is to flog myself and to do all the things because I'm trying to be a good mum, isn't it ironic? Haha. But actually I am literally driving myself into the ground for everybody else, and I'm never prioritizing myself. the message that I'm really teaching is I am not worthy. I don't love myself enough to actually stop and to take time out. And when I look at those patterns and those generational, built-in programs, that's what my kids are going to do. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to get a job. They're going to push themselves. They're going to try and achieve. They're going to try and, do all the things and not listen to their body. And so if I want my kids to listen to their intuition, if I want my kids to listen to their body, if I want them to have self-worth, if I want them to love themselves deeply, then guess where it starts? It starts with you. You have to demonstrate that. You have to be the person who is going to step up and be loving of yourself, worthy of taking time out. And it's hard because it doesn't feel good. It feels like, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be looking after everybody. So this video is just a little snippet of how you can take that back, how you can use your intuition to lean into those bits that feel uncomfortable, that feel like, oh, isn't that interesting that this guilt is showing up when I try to take time out for myself? It's just a story, it's a program, and it's okay. It's not wrong. But I get to choose, and I am giving you full permission to start to see self-care as a valuable and massively important part of your intuitive parenting. Because if you don't look after you and you don't love yourself enough to say, hang on a minute here, I've got this part of my body that is screaming and trying to tell me that I am not okay and I need to rest, or I need to stop, or I need to slow down, or I need to have a bath, or I need to eat some chocolate, whatever the thing is, you need to listen to that. And I'm giving you permission to make self-care a priority. Love yourself enough. Teach your kids that they are worthy of saying no, of stopping, of resting, of doing the things that are pleasurable for them, that make them feel good. And teach them that that is a critical part of life. It's a critical part of listening to your intuition. It's a critical part of creation, actually. Manifesting. It's alignment, it's coherence, it's all the things. So I give you permission to have a self-care day, or a self-care hour, or a self-care 5 minutes and a cup of tea. So if you want to do more, want to learn more, I'm just adding on to the end of this that we have our amazing Wealth and Abundance Quantum Parenting Activation coming up next week. So if you are not already signed up for that, I will put the link to that in the comments or the description on YouTube. So we have got some amazing families from all over the world joining us for 11 days of huge energy shifts. I'll be channeling some beautiful light language and teaching you 3 live masterclasses, all on wealth and abundance in your family. So go and have a cup of tea, go and have a beautiful 10 minutes to yourself, and really build this into your lifestyle. Where can you bring self-care in and start to open to more love for you and your kids? Mwah.